everyone and welcome. My name is UltraCat and welcome to the very first tutorial I'll be doing on Kerbal Space Program. Now, I was reluctant to make tutorials on this game since it mainly is a game for entertainment for me, but I had trouble knowing things about the game in general, like how to get in orbit, how to get to the moon. I haven't even gotten to the moon in my Let's Play yet. But anyways, I think that I will make a tutorial. Well, I am making a tutorial anyway. And in this tutorial, quote, quote, I'm going to be showing you the basics of getting into an orbit, seeing as that was a really hard thing for me. Anyways, so this is a rocket that you can get from the stock. So if you go up here to the file and hit open, then you'll get all of these rockets. And this one is right down at the bottom. So I think it would be, yeah, it's that one right there. It's the Z-Map Satellite Launch Kit stock. So if you load that one up, if you load it, oh, I didn't click on it apparently. But this is the one, and it actually does not have a person or a Kerbal in it. But I figured that we can change that. We just gotta, oh, no, we probably can't. Anyways, I'll make a tutorial on how to make a rocket to get you to the moon, not to the moon, sorry, into orbit in the first place, but I figured I would show you the basics of making or getting it to orbit first. And I know it feels a lot better to just go and launch a rocket that you made, but you can make a rocket very similar to this one and launch it. And I actually have a design that I know of right now, but I figured I'd start out with something that all of you people would start out with as well. So real quickly, since everything is done, I just took I realized what I did. I took a solar panel off of it. Can I put the solar panel back? I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, I got it. I got the solar panel. Gotta turn on 4 symmetry mode. There we go. And I actually have a second tutorial that I made today that shows you how an okay rocket to get into orbit, but it's not a very okay rocket to, or it was not a very good tutorial because I messed up the orbit. So, but the rocket I made, I think, works semi-okay. Not to brag, I'm just joking. But anyways, let's go ahead and launch this one and see if I can get it on the first try. So I'll just show you the basics mainly. Real quickly, I'm gonna fix the staging though. And I explain all the staging in my other tutorial, which you can just go check out on my channel. I'll cut it up and stuff, and cut out the part where I mess up the orbit, so you can just see when I launch it. So this will launch, and that will launch, and those will decouple, and that's not what I want. Oh, maybe it is what I want to do. And then that will decouple, and then this will launch, and then so. You probably don't really want to see all this anyway, so anyways, let's go ahead and launch this, because that's what you came here to see. So, basically, if you're using a liquid fuel engine, you're going to want to throttle up by using the left shift key. So if you hold that down, and you can see that it goes all the way to the top. You can also use control to go to you can just move it around with control and shift. Control makes it go down, shift makes it goes up. And I explain this in my other tutorial as well. And then you're also going to hit T to turn on SAS, which is a really easy thing. I'm just, clicking it constantly. And you can also just click on it as well, which is easy for me, but I think T is just something you can memorize and get quicker, so right away you can do that. Staging is all correct. So you're going to want to hit space button to launch. And again, if you don't understand the staging, then you can go check out my other tutorial, and I kind of explain how it goes from top to bottom and stuff like that. Anyways, hit spacebar to launch. And I don't usually use solid fuel engines because, they're crazy. You can't turn them. Whoa, that's a lot of smoke. You can't turn them. It looks like a tornado. Sorry, like upside down. You can't turn them off, and you can't really, they're just really hard to work with in my opinion. But and you can't rotate them, but since this one has a rotatable engine as well, I figured it'd be okay. So basically, once you get to 10,000 meters, you can look up at the top, right up at the top here, 10,000 meters, you're going to want to start. Can I turn that? Can I? Hold on, one sec. Okay, it works. You're going to want to start going at a 40-degree angle. So, to start turning here, and you can see right here, right about there. You don't really have to worry about the degrees and stuff as long as it looks kind of like that. Yeah, that's how I do it, and it works for me. So it'll stay good right there, and you want to hit the M key to go out and look at your. So it automatically sets it as a satellite for mine, but really, I guess it's an orbital, so it should be a satellite. So you'll see this starts going up, and this is your apoapsis. So basically, that's the highest point in your orbit. Now, eventually, once it gets an entire rotate around your planet, you'll get a periapsis, which is the lowest point in your orbit. And you're going to want both of those to switch around to get a nice circular orbit, but that's not really me. I don't go for circular. Anyways, this is looking okay. It's starting to go up. I think we'll stop at about 200 kilometers. Yes, this one's going to be a little bit farther away from the Earth, but that way it'll be okay, it's going up rapidly because we're out of the atmosphere. I'm gonna hit back here. I'm going to wait a few seconds and then control it down. There we go. So if you hit control, don't hit X. X is when you kill your engine, but that usually does not work for me. If you want to work with X and killing your engine and stuff like that, but I don't know much. I've always had troubles with that. So anyways, you turn RC. If you turn RCS on, oh, okay, this one doesn't have RCS thrusters apparently, so don't worry about that. So now, highest point is 218 kilometers. That's a little bit over, but that'll work. Now, I usually don't like using maneuver nodes, but I feel like in a tutorial like this, I should probably be showing maneuver nodes. And why is my thing going down? Oh, I think it's just changing the like where it goes. The apoapsis. It's going towards the middle, or something like that. Anyways. You're going, I wish it'd settle so you can actually click on your, anyways, just click on a point where the periapsis is at, or the apoapsis. You're going to want to hit add maneuver. Now, if you take your part right here and, if you I think it's triangle. Is it triangle that you use it with? I can't remember. No, triangle's not working apparently. I think this is when you expand your orbit. Okay, yeah, so you're going to want to use this. Okay, so they're almost completely changed around. If you a little bit more and right about there. Did it work? So this is a semicircular orbit, but it's not what will happen to you. It's actually your maneuver. So now if you get a circular maneuver like that, which is what I just did, by just kind of pulling on the maneuver, like the little like circles and stuff, you can play around with it and stuff. But so if we go to M, now you'll see that there, if we go ahead and go down to this little thing and switch to the maneuver, then and turn your engine on a little bit so that it does it automatically. Seeing as there is no RCS thrusters on this, you're gonna have to use your engine to kind of, and I'm not doing this, I'm doing nothing. I turn the engine on, I turn the burn on slightly, but once you turn this little step to maneuver, it'll do it automatically. And once it's right on that little blue maneuver, just punch it. Punch the shift, and I'm almost out of fuel actually, aren't I? Uh-oh. Okay, anyways, hit, I guess you're gonna want to shift this off. Oh, okay, you got a second thruster. Good, I was worried there for a second. So, turn your second engine on, and you'll see over there on the right side of your little globe, you have a burn time. Once your burn time gets all the way down to the bottom and you burned all the way through, then you are done. And I'm not doing anything. I'm letting my engine burn its way through. Seeing as I switched this to maneuver, it automatically went over and aimed straight at the blue marker, which is the maneuver. So this is not a lot of burn, but luckily, because I don't have a lot of fuel, so once this is down, so technically I think this is you already have an orbit, but let's just be sure and let it go all the way down. Oh, my camera is twitching around. Alright, go ahead and start controlling it, and bam, you're done. Alright, so go ahead and just hit that to get it out of the way, and now you are in a orbit. So if you hit M, you can see that you are in a, let's check here. So this is 142, this is 4. Wow, that's really off. Okay, this may not be completely circular orbit whatsoever. 414 and 142, but it is an orbit, and you can always go over. You can always warp time by going up here and warping through time to get to the periapsis. Or that is the apoapsis. Oh yeah, because it's the highest point in the map. And you can go to the periapsis, and you can adjust it by burning. And you probably don't need to worry about that. This is a kind of circular orbit, so it'll get you through. Apparently, whenever I'm doing tutorials, I can never do a circular orbit. This is what happened to my last orbit, only it would go into, in my other tutorial, but it'd go into, it would orbit, but it'd go in it like burn through the atmosphere every time it went around. And that's not really an orbit, that's just, your rockets aren't made for that. So, don't worry, I'll have a tutorial on how to make the rocket, and this is a different rocket. This is not the rocket that I made, but it should work kind of the same way, in the same way anyway. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to warp up here so you can see, and I will see you all later. Oh, can I? Oh, it's not letting me warp. Oh. Oh well. Let's look. There we go. I'm warping right around. This is not how fast it goes. It's just a warp. I love the warp. And you can also get lights and stuff, and it looks awesome. Anyways, if you want to see any more tutorials, or if you like this video, or any like games or websites you'd like me to check out, then please leave your comment in the comment section below. And anyways, I will see you all later. Bye bye.